Hey there everybody, welcome back to my channel. So as you can tell, my voice is still shit. Don't know when that's gonna get better. I haven't spoken today until just now and I'm like, oh boy, we got some fun things going on there. Anyway, so we are now in the final week of NaNoWriMo, the final countdown. It is day 25. And so here's the dealio. Here's what's going down. Here's how this is gonna work. Currently, I have last week's video rendering on my computer and then I gotta upload it, so that's gotta get done. I also have to start packing up my room because my family's moving. I also have to do my laundry because, you know, I'm an adult, that has to get done. I also have to write. And so the major problem is that unfortunately writing is currently the last thing on my list of priorities, like top to bottom. It's at the bottom because my parents will get mad at me if I don't pack. They won't get mad at me if I don't write. So I'm gonna do my best to do both. I might try to switch back and forth, you know, whenever I feel I need a break from one or the other. I will take a break and do whatever I hadn't been doing. You know, if I'm packing, I'm like, you know what, I need a break. Then I'll be like, okay, writing time. And then if I'm writing and I'm like, oh, my brain's kind of feeling mushy, packing time. That's how I'm gonna try to do this. We'll see. I'm so bad at following through when I make plans, but again, this is the final countdown. And I am 8,000 words or more behind on word count so far. So we'll see. We'll just have to see. I will try my best to update you throughout the day today, since it's such an exciting day. But if that doesn't happen, at the very least, I'll see you tonight. So peace out. Hey there. So it is now day 26 of NaNoWriMo. My voice is coming back more and more each day. Yesterday, my final word count ended up being 32,527 words. So it's no secret that I am very behind on word count. And despite my claims each and every day that I'm going to try to at least hit the amount of words that I need to hit each day in order to make it to 50,000 words on time. I mean, right now, that number is 3,495 words a day. That's not happening. So I have come to terms with the fact that I'm not going to win NaNoWriMo. Unless like some miracle happens, but I'm really not counting on that because I'm just too busy, you know? There's just too much. I have to pack today also. I have to keep packing until my room's packed up, and that's it. You know, it keeps going, and that is my main priority because I need to be packed up to be able to move. You know, I don't need to write to be able to move. I don't need to write to be able to do anything other than, you know, get published and whatever, but you know what I mean. So once I kind of came to terms with that, I had this debate about, well, like, do I even continue on with NaNoWriMo then? Like, what's the point? But I think I am going to. Not shooting to win necessarily, but rather just shooting to keep writing every day, see how far I do get, and just have fun with it for the rest of the month for this last week. It really sucks because, you know, in that first week it really did look like I was going to win, but I just kept falling behind more and more in between switching projects, getting sick, moving. There was just too much this month. The cards were really stacked against me. And I'm not trying to make excuses, but you know, I even said I've never won NaNoWriMo, so this isn't something new for me. I really thought I was going to. I really thought, but it's not gonna happen. And I'm okay with that. I'm proud of myself for how much I have written, especially considering all of the setbacks. So with that said, today I'm going to pack, I'm going to write. I'm not going to hit 50,000 words. I'm not even going to hit 3,495 words, probably. But I'm going to have fun. And I'm going to let myself relax. Because I think at this point, trying to keep up with NaNoWriMo is stressing me out too much. And I already have enough stress in my life with packing and moving and everything. Like, I'm moving out of my childhood home. That's stressful and emotional. And I don't need to be beating myself up about a stupid competition thing. Just, I don't need to be doing that, so I'm not going to. But yeah, so I will see you tonight or tomorrow with my update. Standing up to eat, just too much energy, snitch. Hello, it is still day 26 of NaNoWriMo. It's about 10:30 at night, and I just got finished with the most wonderful, like, writing sprints, whatever you want to call it. I wrote like 1,500 words in a single sitting without straining for it. It just came with ease. It was a scene that finally introduces one of my favorite characters of all time. Seriously, this guy, I would die for him. I would. He's a character that started as something else entirely way back in my youth and like a different story. And then I loved him so much, I brought him into the story, and he's evolved in magnificent ways, and I just love him so much. And in this rewrite, I finally got to reintroduce him, and it was glorious, and it came so naturally, so that was a lot of fun, and it was a really nice relief after just the day I've had, basically. After I updated you this morning, I kind of had a small, tiny, itty-bitty mental breakdown that had nothing to do with NaNoWriMo. It was mostly to do with, like, the fact that I'm moving and everything, and just a lot of things in my life that I was talking about, you know, how things have just gone wrong this month with me getting sick and having to move and, like, other stuff. It all just kind of hit me at once. Right after I finished filming, I think maybe because I was talking about it, and I cried it all out, and then I felt so much better. And so I got a lot of packing done today once I kind of got that out of my system, and now writing was so easy. So I think I just kind of needed to let it out. I think I've been letting it build up inside of me. Now that's not to say that now I think I'm going to win I still do not think I'm going to win NaNoWriMo, but I think also just releasing that stress of, you know, just admitting and accepting that I'm probably not going to win and no longer fighting to try to win. That's a big relief. That's a lot of pressure off my shoulders. I can finish out the month however I finish it, and I know I'll feel good, and that's a big relief. So yeah, I mean, hopefully you guys stick with me throughout the rest of the week, you know, just to finish out NaNoWriMo, even though I'm probably not going to win, just to kind of get my final thoughts by the end, because I do have a lot of thoughts, but I want to save them until the end of this vlog, the end of NaNoWriMo, to kind of really, like, wrap it up. But my final word count for tonight ended up being 34,030 words, which is great. You know, if I can even get to like 38,000 words by the end of this month, that'd be great. Maybe like 40,000 can be our stretch goal. That's only 10,000 words under the goal, which is pretty awesome. But anyway, now I'm going to bed. So good night, and I will see you tomorrow. Happy Thanksgiving! It is now day 28 of NaNoWriMo. Getting down to the end, guys. Almost there. To catch up each day from now until Saturday, I would have to write 5,083 words. I think we all know that's not happening, but I do think it's funny to point out. Anyway, so I did do some writing last night. I ended up with a word count of 34,750 words. Not too shabby. I'm, again, thinking that if I can hit like 38,000 words by the end of the month, that'd be great. 40 as my stretch goal, but that's probably not going to happen. But yeah, I'm feeling fine. Today was great. I had a lot of fun with family. We had a nice Thanksgiving lunch, I guess, because half my family after that went Black Friday shopping, so we got to eat early. And then me and my mom went to go see Last Christmas, which was so good. Such a good movie. I had a theory about it, and I was right. But anyway, so now I am planning on writing for the next hour or so. It's 9 o'clock. I tend to go to bed 10:30ish. So I'm gonna try to get some writing done. I'm gonna change into my pajamas because I can't be uncomfortable when I write. That's just a ridiculous notion. I have to be as comfortable as possible so that I'm basically falling asleep at the keyboard. I'm joking. It's not ideal, but I've been dressed all day. Pants are getting old very fast. So I'm going to change into my pajamas, get comfy, try to write, try not to fall asleep at the keyboard, and we'll see how it goes. I'll let you guys know once I'm done. Guys, I'm still working on writing, but a tragedy has occurred. I just realized that I've given 2 characters in 2 completely separate books the exact same name, and I am devastated. I'm so sad because I relate this name to both of these characters. Like, it feels wrong to change one, and I know which one needs to change. Obviously, it's this one in the book I'm currently writing, because the other one, that book's finished. That book has gone through multiple rounds of edits with people reading it, and like I love that name for that character. Like, I'm not changing it. This character in this book is a smaller character, so it's not as big a deal, but at the same time, I'm so upset, and now I have to find a new name for him, and it's just, this is the worst. This is the absolute worst thing that could have happened. I'm being dramatic. Obviously, it's not the worst thing that could have happened, but this is a traumatic thing that's happening to me right now. I'm so upset. And now I have to find a name that sounds kind of like the same vibes as this name that I originally had for him. And it's hard, because like I want it to be kind of like a cool guy name, but like a casual cool guy name, you know? Like, I looked up cool boy names, and like names that are showing up are like Thorn and Enzo, and I'm like, no, this guy's like a dork, and he uses this cool guy name to like try to make him sound a little bit cooler. It's not even his actual name, and that's kind of the joke. We'll see if this character even stays in this book. He actually was supposed to be in the sequel, but since I changed the timeline around in this book, I had to introduce him in book 1 because it wouldn't make sense for him to just randomly show up in book 2. Like, he has to have been there since the beginning if this is only taking place over 1 school year as opposed to 2, because before he was supposed to come in like the 2nd year, like he became old enough to attend this school. Now that's not the case. Now he's got to be here in book 1, and either this is going to work really well with him being here, or I'm just going to have to cut his character, which would also make me very sad because I love him so much. But for now, keeping him, I want to keep the joke, and so I'm on a baby name website right now, and I'm hating all of these names. The one name I do like sounds like the name of this character's sister. Finn, I kind of like, but his sister's name is Quinn. So that's stupid. I'm not gonna do that. So I'm suffering, just so you know, just so we're clear where we're at. And if I have to, like, spend any more time trying to figure out this name, I'm not gonna get any more writing done. I don't even know how many words I've written so far. Not a lot, not enough. So, yeah, these are the things that happened to me that make me go, why did I decide I even wanted to be a writer? Like, why do I want to put myself through this shit? But whatever, it's fine, I'm fine, I'll survive, he'll get a different name, it won't be as good, but whatever, it'll probably be better, honestly. These things happen for a reason, I guess, but still, I've got to be so careful about this in the future. I don't even know how this happened, but whatever. Anyway, goodbye. I'll see you again when I'm actually done writing. Unless another tragedy happens, but okie dokie. So I think I'm done for the night. Unfortunately, I only wrote like 410 words, but first of all, I think I actually wrote more than that, but I decided to go back and read over the last couple of chapters that I've written because I haven't done that in a while. and like kind of do some quick like editing as I read through, just rewording of certain stuff, because that's how I like to write. That is my process. I usually write like a single chapter and then I go back and revise it, but sometimes if I'm on a roll and I like get into more chapters, like the next chapter or whatever, I keep going, because obviously I'm not just gonna stop to revise. That'd be stupid. But I haven't done it in a while, and I was already kind of at a halt trying to find a new name for that character, which I did. I did find a name. I think I like it. Max. It's similar in like certain ways to the name that he originally had, so I think I like it. At the very least, that's what I'm going to stick with for now. But yeah, so I was already kind of at a halt because of that, so I was like, you know what, I'm just going to go back and read through and do some revisions, which ended up in me like deleting some chunks, not a ton, but enough that I think it like lowered my word count. So I think I wrote probably closer to 500 words, but I edited, and that took away words, which is not what you're supposed to do in NaNoWriMo. But since I've given up trying to win NaNoWriMo anyway, like, why not just make my zero draft as nice as it can be so that I have less work to do when I'm eventually revising it to get it to first draft quality. So yes, tonight's final word count is 35,160 words. At least I got to 35,000. Like, that feels like a good number if I don't even write anymore for the next couple of days, which I will. But, you know, if I weren't to do that and like this was my final word count, I'd feel pretty good about it. So yeah, but it is nearly 11 o'clock. I'm exhausted. I had a long day, so I'm gonna turn in. So see you guys tomorrow. Just in case you guys were judging me for why I haven't been getting hardly any writing done these past couple of weeks, this is why. Look at how hard I worked to pack up all this shit. So much. Hey guys, so it is day 30 of NaNoWriMo, the last day of NaNoWriMo. We've made it. We've survived, which honestly at this point is all I can ask for. So yesterday I didn't get any writing done, and in fact I finished up my editing. Remember how the other day I said that I was going back and like editing what I had written? I did some more of that, so I actually ended up getting rid of words. Right now my word count is at 35,146 as opposed to what it had been, which was 35,160. So I didn't take away too many words, but I definitely didn't update my Nano account with that because losing words would just be too depressing to chart. So we're gonna make up for that now, and we're going to see how much I can write on this last day. So let's just pretend that we're still at 35,160 words and that I didn't do something stupid, like get rid of words during NaNoWriMo, because what kind of ridiculous fool would do that? But anyway, I know that I was saying that like I thought I could get to 38,000 words before NaNoWriMo was over. I don't think that's going to happen. Also, for shits and giggles, let's look at how many words I would have to write today to get to 50,000. 14,840 words. Delicious. Love it. That's not happening, but hey, you know what? We've totally let go of the idea of winning, and we're just having fun with the last day. Let's just see how much I can write. Let's try to make a big word count, just, you know, to finish off strong. But it is currently like 8 o'clock, so I have a couple of hours to write. We'll see how much I can get done. I am putting absolutely zero expectations on myself, though. This is purely just a let's sit down, have fun, and write a book day. That's what this is. And then I'm probably not going to be updating you guys on my final word count until tomorrow morning, because that's when NaNoWriMo will be over. I'll just kind of do a nice little wrap up for this vlog and the month in general. And I'll just talk about all of the things that I've learned about my projects, about myself, about my inability to apparently ever win NaNoWriMo. We'll talk about all of that and more tomorrow, but for now I'm going to get my butt in gear and I'm going to write as much as I can on this, the last day of NaNoWriMo. Easy. What do you think? Can I win NaNoWriMo? Can I write 14,000 words in one night? Huh? What do you think? What do you think? What do you think, Crazy? I think she thinks no way in hell I can do it. And she's right. Hey guys, so it is officially December 1st, which means NaNoWriMo is over. Did I win? No. Not even close, but we knew I wasn't going to. So my final word count for NaNoWriMo 2019 was 36,351 words. Also, just in my Caspian Chronicles book, my final word count for this month is 23,924 words, which, not too shabby. Overall, I'm really glad that I ended up switching projects, switching to writing Caspian Chronicles as opposed to Manic Pixie Novel. I definitely still stand by that choice. I think it was the right choice. But something I find interesting about my failure this month is that I learned something about myself and my writing because of it. I learned that this year, as a writer, I have not been treating myself particularly well. I think I started out good. You know, I gave myself permission to shelve the Caspian Chronicles last year, at the end of last year, and I gave myself permission to write and fall in love with a different project because up until that point I had been hellbent on making Caspian Chronicles my debut novel, but when I gave myself permission to let something else be my debut novel, that was when I was able to write Cute Gay Rom-Com Novel, which is a book that I've been working on for most of this year. I'm hopefully going to be querying it by early 2020. So I think I started out good. But then I think I made the mistake of thinking that I could treat myself like a writing machine. And the problem with that is that I'm not. I am a human being. And so I think it all culminated really when it came to trying to write Manic Pixie Novel, because I thought that I could just keep pumping out books, and I thought that, you know, just basic outlining the book and having a general idea of what I wanted it to be, I thought that was enough. And I dove in and I tried to write it, and obviously it didn't work, and that's why I ended up switching projects to something that I know better, that I'm more comfortable with. But I don't think that would have happened if I had not tried to treat myself like a writing machine. And I think this is actually a topic that I'm interested in exploring a little bit deeper in a different video, maybe next week or something. So I'm not going to speak too much more on it, but I will say that that is something that I learned this month. And I think that's a valuable lesson to have learned. It's just unfortunate that it had to be this month that I learned it. And I think that was really what caused the downfall of my NaNoWriMo experience. But I mean, there was other things too, like we've talked about, me trying to move and pack up to move. The stress of moving out of my childhood home, it's very hard for me. So I have some emotional distress, I guess, along with just the stress of moving. I also got sick, lost my voice, that sucked. And so on top of all of that, then I switched projects halfway through NaNoWriMo. I was bound to lose at that rate. So it's not really surprising, it's a bummer, but you know. So overall, how I feel about this NaNoWriMo experience, wrapping it all up, I have to say it wasn't particularly fun. I have to be honest, I didn't have a lot of fun this month. The most fun was vlogging it. I did enjoy that. So yeah, I have to say this was not a good NaNoWriMo experience. I've had better. Even though I've done worse, I've had better. And then will I do NaNoWriMo again? I honestly don't know. I love the concept. I love just, you know, the challenge of pushing myself with my writing a little bit more just for 1 month. You know, it's not like it's every month. It's just 1 month. You try to write 50,000 words in a month. That is fun to me. I just think it being in November is what always throws me off, because November, I don't know why. I'm not a busy person, but for some reason, November just turns into a busy month for me every time I try to do NaNoWriMo. So maybe I'll try to do my own NaNoWriMo during a month where A, I'm not as busy, and B, I'm less likely to get sick. I think that might be a good thing to try. Definitely not going to be within the next, like maybe 2021, I'll try a January or February NaNoWriMo. Or maybe I'll try a summer NaNoWriMo, but it's going to be in 2021. 2020 is the year of not stressing myself the fuck out when it comes to my writing. I want to love my writing. I don't want to be stressed out about it, so I'm not going to. And I think that's something else that I'll talk about in my video that I'll be posting like next week or something. So with all of that said, I think I'm going to wrap up this vlog. I really am sorry that I couldn't find it within myself to win just to give you guys something interesting to watch. But you know, maybe my slow descent into madness and into despair was entertaining. I know I would find that entertaining, so. But anyway, thank you so much for watching these vlogs. If you have stuck with me through all 4 weeks, I really appreciate it. I had a good time vlogging for you guys. I just wish it had gone better, but whatever. If you did like this video and if you liked all of them, all of the vlogs, then please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. Also, please remember I do have a Patreon. It has one single tier, the $1 or more tier, where you can get a lot of really cool perks if you decide to donate to my little corner of the internet. So if you are interested in becoming a patron, the link is in the description down below. And finally, thank you again so much for sticking it out with me this month. I hope you have a beautiful day, and I will see you next time with my regularly scheduled content. Bye!